Shalom Aleichem, good Erev Shabbos. Hope you're doing well. Right now, we are Thursday night, Leil Chamishi, for Parshat VaYakhel Pikudei, the ending of Sefer Shemot, the ending of Sefer Geula, as well as Parshat Chodesh. We are in the midst of crazy times, historical times, watching what's unfolding for our eyes as not only as Iran has been diminished immensely by the air forces of the United States of America and Medina Israel and the joint partnership of attacking and digging out this modern day Haman reality. We are also trying to understand the Torah through the lenses of the times we live in. And one of the most important messages that I have now heard from Rabbi Sachs and different Divrei Torah, from Rabbi from Goldberg, from Rabbi Rosner, was the central point of the beginning of VaYakhel Pikudei. How there is a particular commandment given to Akash Baruch Hu for Am Yisrael before teaching them about the mitzvah of Shabbos. VaYakhel, like the word Kihila, to gather. Literally, there's a mitzvah called Hakel, of gathering the Jewish people right after Sukkot, or during Sukkot of the Shemitah year, or right after the Shemitah year. There's a special mitzvah to gather us together for a particular purpose, to hear Torah outside by Har Sinai. By Har Bayit, by the Beit HaMikdash. Here, there's a mitzvah to have Am Yisrael gather together for the purpose of Shabbos. And something that was spoken about by all these different great Rabbanim is the value of the community come together. And Rabbi Sachs starts to quote studies about how people who are part of a community, how they're happier and they're not as depressed, and how they are more altruistic because they are part of something larger than themselves. And that's excellent. That's wonderful. But as Ramon was speaking this morning in the YTVA Beit Midrash, I've heard him now say this in the past. He has spoken about the 8 chapters of what we've been watching unfold over the past 2.5, 3 years, or really since the beginning of the Ukraine-Russia war. And something he pointed out was that on October 6th, the Jewish people here in Eretz Yisrael in particular, and around the world, were in a terrible state of sinat chinam, fighting with each other and being in just a terrible place. Even to the worst of the realities on Yom Kippur, there's a public fight that took place in Tel Aviv. One of the crazy realities of the Mishkan that is not coincidental with where we are, as well as connected to HaChodesh, is the need for other people. Shabbos is not a time for us to be in seclusion and isolation. We are not monks living in the Himalayas. We should not be there. On Shabbos, we're supposed to be in shul with a minyan. On Shabbos, we're supposed to have guests at a table. We are supposed to say Divrei Torah, sing songs together. Shabbos is a time of community, of family, bonding together and getting closer to Hashem. The achdut required in Am Yisrael on Shabbos is similarly expressed with regards to Pesach. The Korban Pesach is not meant to be eaten isolated. We are supposed to be celebrate Avot Zelabayit. We're supposed to have a Korban Pesach not by ourselves, but rather joining. You have to join it with a family or other families, multiple families. The Mishkan was a group project. Everyone had to physically donate towards the Mishkan. Something Rabbi from Goldberg pointed out is Dafka, interestingly enough, maybe it was a Rosner, I forget at this particular moment, about how the Mishkan that Moshe Rabbeinu built, that all the Am Yisrael built together, that we were all passionate, that called in the Div Libo, everyone who wanted to give gave. That was never destroyed. The Beit HaMikdash by Shlomo, who had workers come in from Lebanon, did not survive. The one that Koresh built and commissioned did not survive. That Herod did not survive. When the Jewish people come together, it can last. The Machat Shekel was used to help to be melted into the Adanim, the sockets that held up the foundations, that everyone gave to. Shabbos is a time for us to come together. And right now, during this war, from Hamas to Iran, we need to remain strong together, rooted in our Torah mitzvah values, taking care of Am Yisrael, and serving Hashem properly. Bezrat Hashem, we will have a speedy victory over enemies wherever they are, foreign and domestic. The Jews in Toronto who the people are attempting to intimidate us out there by shooting at 2 shuls will not break us. But we need to come together stronger. Jews in Israel who are under threat of intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, or drones, or terrorist attacks, whatever it is, wherever we are, we need to have achdut, and we need to be strong together. And we need to channel that achdut to having more powerful, more family-oriented, more community-oriented Shabbatot, Chagim. And remember that our strength always was and always will be coming together for our nation and to serve Hashem. Shabbat Shalom.